I want to get to the book. A few years ago, George Martin decided to walk across our nation to raise awareness and money for workers who'd been at Ground Zero on this day 13 years ago and beyond. So he traveled more than 3,000 miles on foot, bringing in millions of dollars in the process. And he wrote a book. He wrote about it in My Journey for 9/11. Just around the bend. You were a football giant at the time. You're sitting at your home in New Jersey, and the world changed.
Well, actually, I had retired, but yeah, I was working in corporate America, and the world did change. It turned on its axis. And what I saw, Shep, I played 14 years for the New York Football Giants. Never once was I ever asked to put my life on the line. What I saw on September 11th were ordinary individuals who had the commitment, had the bravery, and had the tenacity to go down there and safeguard and protect our freedoms. First responders, rescue, and recovery workers. That was the height to me of heroism, and that's why I did this.
Things are most noticeable, most memorable, have the biggest impact when they impact all of your senses. And I always tell people who weren't here that day, who weren't in this town, you can't smell it.
Yeah.
So we all smelled it, just as you did. We all felt it. Yet we didn't all walk 3,000 miles. You walked 3,000 miles. Where inside you did that come from?
There's a bit of hypocrisy in society when it says that because you play football or play sports or you are in movies on a television set that you're a hero. I did this in tribute for those individuals who are real heroes. Journey for 911. My story recants all of those wonderful people, those heroes that are not only here in New York but are across the United States. And my conclusion from all of this, Shep, was that it's a beautiful United States, and there are beautiful human beings out there that have the utmost when it comes down to civility.
To be honest, I haven't read the book yet, and I look forward to reading it. But one of the things that I've learned about it through skimming is what we need to do as a society is pay a little bit more attention to those people who are helping us every day.
Absolutely. They safeguard our freedoms that, quite honestly, some of us take for granted. And I think that's the travesty. And that's why I felt compelled to write this book, because it talks about those individuals in great details that I met from the George Washington Bridge all the way out to San Diego. And you can get it on Amazon or Amazon Kindle. It's a fantastic, phenomenal tribute to real heroes.
What was the journey itself like? I mean, there's a start and a stop, and you meet a lot of people along the way. What was that like?
It was phenomenal, because everywhere we went, and realize I'm a 6'5" black African American walking across America, and I had every manner of people stop me, invite me into their homes, into their establishment, into their churches, into their schools. Come and share with us what propelled you to do this. And it was the best thing that I've ever done in my life, singularly. And if I had it to do all over again, Shep, I would start tomorrow morning.
Wow. Tell us, you made a couple $1 million.
Yeah, we made $3 million. We raised $3 million. And before I left, I had a agreement with the hospitals, of which there were 3 of them, Mount Sinai, Hackensack University Medical Center, and North Shore Long Island Jewish, that every dollar that I raised, they would match. So that $3 million was actually $6 million in medical care.
And that $6 million went to a specific place for specific people. Tell us about that.
It went to those 3 hospitals. But in addition to that, I think what's important to note is that we partnered up with Congress, Congresswoman Maloney and Nadler and all those individuals. We went down to Washington, D.C. We were instrumental in shedding some light on the subsequent Zadroga bill that got passed.
Finally.
I am very proud.
Zadroga got passed.
I am very happy about that, because now we didn't address a small segment. We addressed the whole population of first responders.
There was a group of people who risked their lives for us without thinking twice about it, and we almost left them out in the cold as a society in the middle of a big political fight. It was astounding, wasn't it?
Well, we did leave them out in the cold for an extended period of time, and the more they left them out, the more angered I got, and that's why I was so committed to forming this organization to call attention to it. And I just thank God that eventually it was addressed, and we helped a lot of people, but unfortunately we did lose some in the way.
Yeah, you had a loss in your own family, very close to you.
Yes, I did. I had 2 members of my extended family, Christian D. Simone and Taylor Uglin. They were 2 young individuals whose lives were just beginning. Unfortunately, we lost them in that travesty, and my heart goes out to their parents. Mr. Uglin is a very good friend of mine. He was on my board for Journey, and it was nice to be able to give something back to someone who had suffered such a tremendous loss.
Yeah. It's an honor to meet you. Thanks. It's good to see you.
Shep, my pleasure.
These Giants going to turn it around?
Next question.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you.